What's good? Just wanted to do a quick breakdown and prediction of I think the biggest football game NFL wise this weekend going down between the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow back with the Box Clinic and more. And this is a game I've been talking about for a few weeks. The Eagles did lose in Seattle. I think they on some type of big losing streak in Seattle. It's never easy to beat Seattle in Seattle for sure. And Russell Wilson is reinventing the quarterback position and reinventing the wheel. To me, I think he's the front runner for MVP. You know, with all the things that's going around, the injuries with Seattle, no running back. You know, a lot of people said that he was a product of that defense, and Marshawn Lynch has proven that to be the negative. But here you got, you know, two number one pick versus number 2 pick last year draft between Jared Goff and Carson Wentz. You know, both has flourished in year 2. You know, year 1 for Goff was, you know, Jeff Fisher holding him back like he do a lot of quarterbacks. Year 1 for Carson Wentz was he was held back by a lack of weapons on the outside. Now things are starting to change. The Rams definitely had a better overall defense. They suck at defending the run though. But they got, you know, this is this is a premier quarterback matchup. It's a premier defensive line matchup. I mean, you got Aaron Donald and Fletcher Cox on both sides. The Eagles and the Rams, and they're both premier pass rushers in the interior. It don't get no better than these two in the league, in my opinion, at least right now. You know, the Rams just have an overall better team because their secondary is better. The Eagles, you know, I think Ronald Darby is their best corner. That's all right. Malcolm Jenkins is playing phenomenal, even at his older age. But overall, the Rams, you know, they just got a better secondary. You know, I think LaMarcus Joyner is still in there. I mean, they did get rid of Janoris Jenkins a couple years ago, but they're playing better as a unit. You know, that's something to look at. You know, the Rams are very physical with their front seven, just as the Eagles are, and I think it's basically going to come down to can the Eagles exploit the fact that the Rams' run defense suck. And can they play action and start getting some good matchups in the secondary? And the Rams have a system that they run on, and it's basically predicated on Robert Quinn, Aaron Donald, and them boys in up front, Ogletree, all those guys up front, getting after the quarterback. Ogletree being able to defend the deep end of the field in the zone coverage. And it's a system they run on, but they have to run. The Eagles have to run the ball. North and south, east and west, however they do it with the jets, the little sweeps and HB sweeps and all that, they got to run the ball. And then play action off of that and get the match and get some mismatches in the secondary. Get some guys looking in the backfield trying to stop the run because the Rams know they're weak at stopping the run. And the Eagles going to win this on stopping the run and pressuring Jared Goff. They're not going against Houdini Russell Wilson this week, where he's able to split and wiggle out and do things. Jared Goff is a little bit mobile, but if they're able to get pressure and make Goff kind of move off the spot, they'll frustrate them and they can win this game for the Rams offensively. It's exposing that Rams secondary, getting some run game going. I know Eagles are good up front, but getting Todd Gurley going, if it's the short passing game, if it's east, west, north, and south, they got to run the ball. They got to find some success in running the ball with Gurley, and that's to get the eyes on the backfield and then get some mismatches in the secondary. It's kind of the same thing, but Goff can come out and slice and dice the Eagles secondary up. It's just, does he have time and protection to do that? But you run the ball to buy time and protection, in my opinion. You know, and is they able to run the ball early and then hit Watkins and hit Kupp, and if they get Robert Woods back, they're gonna be dangerous this week. It's gonna be a hard fought battle for both guys, both teams. Both teams are going to be predicated on running the ball and exposing the other team's weaknesses, you know. But in my opinion, I'm going to go with the Eagles. That's because, you know, I've been saying that for weeks, so I cannot say the Eagles won't win this game. This is another step up, and if the Eagles lose this game, I think people are going to start talking about them being frauds, and I think they hear all the chit-chat because this is only the second real team they fought other than Seattle. They play other than Seattle. And I look for them to win 34-31. Late field goal. But it's gonna be a tough matchup, man. Tough. It's gonna be a hard game to call. But I'm gonna say Philly gonna go on the road and get the job done, in my opinion. Because I've been saying it for weeks. But Rams got a good chance as well. We gonna.